Page 6, Tahitian Nights. Well, again, when I learn a new piece of music, I have a particular process I go through to learn it, and that's the process I use in these videos. So that's my process. It's not really mine. It's other people you might have a similar process. The first thing I do is I look it over. I see it's 2 pages long. I check the clef signs because you never know what they're going to be. Treble and bass, okay. The key signature, we're in 1 flat. I think we're in the key of F major, but again, it's jazz. And, it's okay. Just go ahead and be doing the F major scales, I guess is what I'm getting at. And it's 4/4 time signature. I'll take it one hand at a time and make sure I understand what each hand is doing. So at the right hand, you're simply starting with an F chord. 1 and 2 and. 1 and 2 and. Don't forget that B flat, it's in the key signature. I'm just using the same fingers on all these. Second measure, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That rhythm is all over the place. Measure 5, you're coming down. Now on measures 7 and 8, I tend to do a 2/5 when I get this, so that the thumb head doesn't have to do it all. Here, if your head's big enough, if not, you got to use the thumb on that C sharp on measure 8. But I use a 2/5 there. And you come up and do it again. Left hand, well, it's 1, 2. Not a lot going on here until you get to measure 4. 1 and 2 and. That's okay. If you're doing the scales, this kind of thing is easy. If you're not doing the scales, you struggle with this. You just relax, it works. Measure 5 is B naturals, but measure 6 is not, because there's a B flat in the key signature. And I do a 5/2 for the whole note because I'm here. And then you come on. Measure 8, 1 and 2. And you do that some more. Let's go down to the bottom of page 7. Let's start with measure 31. You're down here. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2. Here. 1 and 2 and I'm going to do thumb, 3. Now hang on to that, it's tied. And then the last note has an 8/8 under it as you go down. If you have a short keyboard, you don't have the note, just play the lowest A you have. It's good enough. So put the hands together here, and when I first put the hands together, I hesitate all over. I don't worry about it. I'm just trying to figure out when the hands work together. Here, 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 and here, and here. Go through the whole piece, and I get the hands sort of working together, and then I go back through it a few hundred times, and I gradually work out the hesitations. So it's a steady beat. I keep it slow, but a steady beat throughout. And when I'm sort of comfortable with the rhythms and the notes and all, and the fingering, then I think about the articulation. Because so far I've been trying to connect everything. I can't connect everything, of course, with the chords and all, but I do the best I can. Now here we have staccatos. Here. I'm hinging at the wrist. I'm about short. Anyway, you go through and put in the articulation, and then once I'm sort of comfortable with that, then I think about the dynamics. See, I build these things just one thing at a time because there's so much here, I can't think of all that stuff at once. So the dynamics, it's going to be mainly the right hand, moderately loud, mezzo forte. Whatever you think sort of loud is, I'd keep this left hand soft. Measure 8, you're going to get loud. Well, the left hand's been soft. You can come up a little bit, maybe moderately soft. You want to feel a crescendo, but don't get loud. The loud is for the right hand in measure 9. Here. Left hand's got to, you're soft, get louder. Maybe up to a moderately loud here. And then measure 9, it's the right hand that's loud. The left hand's got to stay in the background. And then you stay that way until measure 16. Then you come back down, moderately loud or so, get soft, go all the way down to soft. The polka retard, I'll come back to that. So at measure 17, you're moderately soft in the right, you're soft in the left. And then measure 24, you're going to go back up. There, moderately loud, but don't get loud, or moderately loud until measure 25. The left hand's in the background. See, so I'm moderately loud here, and I'm soft here. And then the last line, measure 31, I'm loud in the right hand. Come down a little bit, a little more. Now moderately soft in the right hand. Left hand's soft. When I play that last note, I still want to hear that chord. Don't drown it out. Play this very soft. Yeah. That's sort of the dynamics. You got to get into the piece well enough that you can feel the dynamics. But that's part of interpretation. I'll talk about that in a minute. Speed, just in the middle. How fast or slow it, that's the overall feel of it. To me, that's about, that's fine. Now they've added pedal. Okay, that changes the mood. I'm going to push the notes down first and then the pedal. And I'm lifting about as I play the staccato note, because I want to hear the staccato note. Now, a lot of it's lag pedal. Legato pedal, like a measure 17, you're pedaling like with the harmony about every 2 beats. Push the notes down first and then the pedal. And change the pedal, I have to play the note. Now measure 20, I want to change the pedal on the 4th beat because I'm finishing a thought here. Starting a new thought here. See? So I'm going to change the pedal there because I want a clean new thought. So starting at measure 19, is it? It's here. So I'll even put in a little silence there on measure 20. It's like taking a breath. Pretty much lag pedal after that. Again, the dynamics, the articulation and the pedaling and the tempo and all that is part of interpreting the music. Taking these written notes and symbols things on the paper and turning them into emotion, turning them into feelings. At first, it's very mechanical. You're not thinking about feelings. You're just trying to figure out which fingers are doing what when. But you got to get past that, where you're comfortable enough with the music where you just get into it and you feel this stuff. And that's where you feel the dynamics and you feel this pedaling. Listen carefully to the effect the pedaling is having to the sound. You don't like it, change it. No. Now the retardandos and all, let's look at that. At the bottom of page 6, you get that retardando, or the poco rit, means slow down a little. So starting 2 measures, a measure before here. Just slow down, then on tempo at measure 17 means take off again. There's different ways of interpreting an all tempo, but here we're just going to take off. At the end, the very bottom, page 7, the last couple of measures, you get another poco rit to slow down some more. That's fun. I tend to slow down. Now, the poco rit means slow down a little. Rit means slow down, and I tend to just slow down. Again, it's how do you feel it? What are you feeling in here? Let's play it together very slowly and double check the notes and the rhythms. Not going to do any dynamics. I'll pedal it like they're showing. I'll do the staccatos and things. Just no dynamics. So I'll give us 4 counts. 1, 2, ready, and go, and.